tutorial video on how to log in to your online interactive GoMap account. The best web browser to use for this site is Google Chrome. Please make sure to type in the web address properly. It's www-k6.thinkcentral.com. This is how your login page should look. Please make sure to select the United States as the country, New York as your state, private school as the district, and then from there you will find Whispering Pines listed as one of the schools. If you check the Remember My School option, this will save these settings for the next time you log in. Now type in your username and your password to log into your account. Once you've logged in, you will see your dashboard. The first thing we're going to look at is things to do. In this section, you will see any online assignments that you may have posted. You will also see the due dates to which they will be due. You can also check on old assignments. The next section we're going to be taking a look at is My Scores. Any online exams that you may have been assigned, the scores will be posted in this section. My Library has text sources and interactive resources that you can and should be using throughout the course. There are many different items here, but the first one we're going to take a look at is the interactive textbook. This is your online interactive textbook. On the left-hand side, you'll see a sidebar. Click on Contents, you click on your unit, the chapter that we're on, and the section that we're working on. The beginning of each chapter usually has a Show What You Know section. In this section, it lists the prior knowledge material that students need to know in order to succeed in this particular chapter. If you want to change the view of the textbook, on the left-hand side, you can also change the view. If you click on any of the sound bites, you'll be able to hear the questions.
Place value and patterns. Essential question. How can you describe the relationship between two place value positions?
You'll see this in all of the sections. You'll also see a share and show section and a problem solving section. These two sections are often given as homework. If students forget their textbook at home, this is a second option to how the students will be able to get their homework assignments done. If they're absent, you can also be able to view these lessons for students to catch up with any material they may have missed. You also have opportunities to bookmark, take notes, and to search the text for anything you may be looking for. We're back at the dashboard. We're going to now take a look at some of the workbooks that we have available. The first workbook we're going to be taking a look at is the Standard Practice Workbook. This workbook is the one where you'll have majority of your homework from. To search items in the Standard Practice Workbook, in the search bar, just type in the section that we're working on. For example, I'm going to type in 1.5, click on the first chapter 1 option, and it'll bring you to the page that has been assigned for homework. If you click the next arrow, you'll see the second page that will also be assigned for homework. If you need to print these pages, there's a print option as well. These come out as PDFs. The next workbook we're going to be taking a look at is the Reteach Workbook. The Reteach Workbook is a great resource for students if they're having trouble understanding the concept. Just like with the practice workbook, you're going to type in the section that we're working on in the search bar. This worksheet that you see here is one that in the top part explains the lesson step by step in detail, and on the bottom you'll see a few practice questions as well. This is a great resource for students who may be struggling with a certain section for more practice and another explanation. The next workbook I'll be showing you is the enrichment workbook. This enrichment workbook is for students who have already understood the concept, however, need some extra challenge questions. So again, type in the section that we're working on, and it'll take you to a page that'll have some questions that are a little bit more challenging, but are still associated with the section that we're working on. The next thing we're going to be taking a look at is the Math Intensive Intervention Skill Packs for grade 5. These are some basic skills that students should have mastered prior to the class. However, just in case they're still struggling on some of these topics, you can go through these skills to help understand these topics a little better. As you scroll down, not only does it give practice problems, but it's pretty much a step-by-step lesson that helps students along in terms of understanding these old concepts in order to understand the new concepts we are learning in class. The skills match what we're currently working on in class. We will now be taking a look at the animated math modules. If you take a look, there's two animated math modules. There's a grade 6 and a grade 5. We're going to open up the grade 5, G5. These are interactive lessons that'll help with various skills they'll be learning throughout the course. If you go through, each skill is associated with one of the lessons that we will be doing in class this year. Once you click on one of the lessons, you press Go. After pressing Go, a new window will open up for the animated math models. The first section is titled Learn the Math. In this section, you will be taught the lesson step by step. The next section is Do the Math. In this section, you will do practice problems step by step. The next section is Independent Practice. In this section, you will complete these problems by yourself this time. The last section is the quiz section, which will assess how well you've understood this lesson. The last thing that we're going to be taking a look at are the games that you'll find on the Go Math site. The Carmen Sandiego is an interactive game that students can take part in. In this game, you'll find concepts that we are learning in class. This game applies the concepts that we learn in class in a fun way.
You're new here, huh? Welcome to the Acme Detective Agency.
We have come to the end of our Go Math online tutorial. Remember, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask. Have a blessed day.